Well, I mean, we're thrilled to be moving on and playing tomorrow. A very hard-fought match. Gannon was a fantastic opponent. Congratulate them on an unbelievable season, and they came right out after us and had us on our heels for a good chunk of that match. And credit our girls for just kind of hanging in there, even though things were really a struggle for a good period of time. And we just kind of fought our way into a little bit of a rhythm eventually, and then we're able to get a little better control of things. But it's definitely anybody's match all the way through 3 sets, and that's just kind of how we've been this year. Pretty gritty, pretty tough, and we got some people who are very competitive, and so very happy for our team.
Just open up the questions from the
The first 2 sets, Gannon's offense kind of was able to do a lot of things offensively. What changed in set 3 to allow you guys to have a little bit more success defensively?
Some of it was, we're a little tight, and again, they're just bombs away from the service line, and we're kind of on the run in every respect, and then we let some routine plays get away from us on defense. But some of that is they're pretty good. That was evident watching the film. They can come at you from both pins. The back row attack stuff was probably as good as we've seen all year, and was better than I thought it would be when we watched them. So I think maybe just we wore them down a little bit. We eventually dug some balls, and some of their offense leveled off, and some of those swings started flying out of bounds, and so and we made a few more plays. So it wasn't any big adjustment or anything. I did think we blocked a little bit better as the match wore on. I see we had 14 here, and so it was good to see us get touches at the net, and I thought that maybe was a difference as things went on.
Julianne, when Coach says you guys are tight, what exactly is he referring to?
I don't know. I think we tried to watch film and we tried to get a good gauge of what they're going to be like, but you never really know what a team's going to do until you're here. Definitely playing defense. I think it took us a while to get into a rhythm to kind of figure out where we wanted to set up on blocking, where to make plays, and then we struggled with ball control a little bit today. And that's a really mental game, and once you kind of get down on that, it can kind of affect the rest of the game. So I think our players did a really good job of kind of working through that.
And how frustrating was it when you guys would get a good shot and they continued to get these balls up in the air and get them over the net?
Oh my gosh, their defense is unbelievable. There was one time that I don't remember what play it was or who hit it, but someone hit a really good ball and they just bounced it up with one arm and got it over, and I just heard Maddie go, "Oh my gosh!" Because they're just they would not quit fighting, and that was we play against that a lot in the MIAA, so something we're kind of used to. But oh my gosh, they were unbelievable defenders.
Do you think it took time for the team to get a little bit comfortable without having Michaela in there and having Josie and Mackenzie?
I don't know if that was a huge part of it. We weren't able to really get the ball to the middle at all anyway for a good stretch of time as the ball control issues were going on. But it just, they're a hard team to play against. You see some of that on film, and they get a swing on everything. Their setter gets a ball up, and it just looks like they're used to playing with 1 and 1.5 options. And when you think that maybe they're not going to put any pressure on you with a bad pass or something, all of a sudden they're just banging the ball and catching you off guard. And so we eventually kind of problem solved some of that stuff. But there's a reason they're here, and it took everything we could do to win that match and be moving on.
And I know ball control is not really what you're supposed to be in charge of, but what does that do to the offense when you guys are having trouble getting the ball to Maddie?
Yeah.
And a frontline player, how does that affect you over the course of a set, 2 sets?
Yeah, when we struggle with ball control, it's hard to get the middle or even the right side of ball. So it's feeding a lot of the outside. So it is kind of frustrating, but I think we just worked our way through it, and we had a lot of grit, and we were able to overcome those first couple sets when we struggled with ball control.
How were we able to get 14 blocks? You had 5 as the match wore on. I think we probably had most of it in the last couple sets.
Yeah, we kind of just focused on one point at a time, and those block touches are extremely important because, like you said, they were just kind of bombs away, and so once we were able to shut them down, they kind of lost a little confidence, so that helped us a lot.
Hey, some of that ball control stuff was them. They were absolutely ripping balls from the service line. I mean, they're half an inch over the tape. They got 2 or 3 servers that, I mean, had they kept doing that all night, I don't know who beats them, you know, but eventually that levels off and they air a little bit and you just have to kind of weather it, and we eventually did, but boy, they made you uncomfortable for a while.
It really seemed like Josie got going in the third set. She was getting some blocks. It seemed like she was contributing on offense. So what kind of does she bring to your team that not a lot of teams have saw all season?
Josie sparked us, no question. I mean, we kind of wrestled with how to play with Michaela out of the lineup between Josie and Mackenzie, and even Bailey Sterling is somebody that we've kind of practiced with in there. But you know, as things were going, we thought, you know, maybe Josie coming in off the bench would be something worth a try, and she was able to get some nice swings for us, get us some kills. Her size and presence at the net was helpful, and so happy to see Josie come in and contribute, no question.
How important is that defense at the net going to be tomorrow against a team like Rockhurst when I saw 3 big hitters from their side?
Yeah, I mean, everything's going to be important tomorrow. Rockhurst is really good, and you know, we played them once this year, and there's a reason they're at this point. They're an outstanding team, and they don't have a glaring weakness, and they're well coached, and they have a good setter, and be a great volleyball match. We'll have to play extremely well in all phases.